I don't know about for you, but for me, getting breakfast is always part of something I do every single day. I get up, I go to the bathroom, I wash my hands, I read my Bible, and then I come downstairs and I eat my breakfast every single morning so that I'm full and ready for the day ahead of me. Most mornings, I'm pretty lazy, and so I eat cereal with some milk. So today we're going to play a little game to see what you ate this morning for your breakfast. Maybe some of you haven't eaten breakfast yet because you're at home and it's a little bit easier to make the morning last longer. But let's see. So I had cereal. So if you had cereal, I want you to let me know by putting your hand on top of your head. All right, good job. What about, I have some other breakfast things out here. Did anybody have donuts this morning? I didn't have donuts, but if you had donuts, I want you to let me know by puffing out your cheeks like this. Good job. Did anybody have, oh my goodness. Did anybody make pancakes this morning? I didn't. Like I said, most morning it's cereal because I do not feel like making pancakes in the morning. If you did have pancakes, I want you to put your hand out like this, like you're holding a fork. How about, I don't have any of these, but if anybody had eggs this morning, I want you to let me know by putting your hands over your ears. Eggs. What about, did anybody else have one of my very favorite breakfast foods? Bacon. Did anybody have bacon this morning? If you had bacon, I want you to put your hands straight up in the air. I have one more thing to ask if you had for breakfast. There's lots and lots and lots of breakfast foods. We could go on all day with breakfast foods. It's one of my favorite things. We often have it for dinner because I'm too lazy in the morning to make breakfast. But if you had fish for breakfast this morning, I want you to let me know by sticking out your tongue like this. Did anybody have fish? I'm going to tell you, that is not a normal breakfast food. This morning we're going to talk about a time when fish was served for breakfast because back in Bible times, fish was served for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So it's a little bit different than now. But for now, I want you guys to do a little project with me. Miss Bev, I heard, is going to post some links on our Facebook page where you guys can get, I think there was a relay is what I heard, and a project for you guys to do that goes along with our lesson for today. So, well, what we're going to do together is just grab a blank sheet of paper. It can be white or it can be lined, whatever you want. And grab some markers or some crayons. And I want you to draw your favorite thing to eat for breakfast. Now, I do have a favorite breakfast food. However, most of the time we don't eat it for breakfast because I don't want to get up super early to make it. So I'm going to draw my favorite breakfast food. Let's see if you can guess it once I finish drawing it. It's really quite simple to draw. I hope you guys are drawing your favorite breakfast too while I'm doing mine. Oh, I'm going to grab my orange again. Okay. A little bit of yellow. And I definitely need some extra brown, even though I already kind of did brown. Alright, I'm going to show you my favorite breakfast food. You ready to see it? Can you tell what my favorite breakfast food is? It's not the best picture, but I love having flat round things with a pat of yellow on top and brown drizzled over it. Do you guys know what that is? Pancakes. And over here I drew a cup with orange juice because I love having pancakes with orange juice. Or sometimes pancakes and milk because it's so sticky. I like to have the milk to help wash down the sweetness. What is your favorite breakfast food? You guys all probably have a lot of different answers to what your favorite breakfast food is. I wish I could hear them all. You can absolutely still let me know by posting on the Facebook page or whatever you want to do to let us know what your favorite breakfast food is. I'm going to guess it's not fish. Okay, I'm going to pull out my Bible because we are in the book of John again today. Remember, the book of John is one of the 4 Gospels. We actually have our lesson from the book of John, but we have our verse from the book of Matthew. So I'm going to open up to the book of John, and I want you guys to listen really carefully to the story. Do you guys remember that Jesus had friends that were fishermen? Well, a fisherman's job is to go and catch fish, right? And they don't catch it with like poles. A lot of times if we go fishing, we'll take a pole and we'll catch fish. But you know how many fish you can catch at a time if you have a pole? Well, for most fishermen, it's 0. But for most of the time, you would only get one at a time. And that's not really the best if you're trying to catch it for many people. So let's read about the fisherman friends of Jesus. So in John 21, remember we talked about Jesus had lived, Jesus had died on the cross, and then he rose from the dead and he started appearing to his disciples. And this is one of the times that he appeared to his disciples. So listen really carefully to what it says. So Peter and some of the other disciples were together. And Peter said, I'm going to go fishing. The friends went with him. They got into their boat and they sailed off to the middle of the water. They fished all night long, all night, but they caught nothing. In the morning, the men looked at the shore and they saw a man standing there. The man shouted to the fishermen, "You don't have any fish, do you?" "No," the men replied. The man on the shore told the disciples to take their net out from the water and to throw it onto the right side of the boat. And then they would catch more fish. That is nonsensical. Why would there be fish if they threw it from one side to the other? Let's keep reading our story and see what happens. Well, that's what the disciples did. They took their nets out of one side and they threw them onto the other side of the boat. And they caught so many fish, they could not even get all the fish on the boat. Then John realized who that man was. It was Jesus, their friend. When Peter realized this, he jumped out of the boat into the water and he swam to shore. Jesus told the men, "Bring some of the fish that you brought and come and eat breakfast." Jesus cooked breakfast for them. When he was done, Jesus talked to Peter and he asked Peter, "Do you love me?" Peter said, "Yes." And Jesus said, "Then follow me." Jesus told his disciples again and again to follow him. And it was never more important than after Jesus had died and rose from the dead. Because their leader was about to leave and go to heaven. They needed to be in charge of leading others towards Jesus. I'm going to flip back over in Matthew. That's where we find our verse for today. In Matthew, it talks about how they were fishermen and Jesus came to them and he said, "Hey guys, stop what you're doing and follow me." We're going to read our verse. Our verse is Matthew 4, verse 19. And it says, "Follow me," he told them, "and I will make you fish for people." Now that didn't mean that he was going to start catching people. It meant that fishing was no longer their goal. Fishing for fish just to provide one day's sustenance was no longer their goal. Now their goal was to make people see how Jesus loved them and to encourage them to love Jesus as well. It was such a cool goal for them. So let's play a game about follow me. Do you guys think you can do it? Hopefully you can. All right, let's see. All right, follow me by patting your head. Follow me and stick out your tongue. Follow me and shout hurrah, hurrah! Follow me and wave your arms. Follow me and pretend to sneeze. Achoo! Follow me and tap your knees. Follow me and stomp your feet. Follow me and shake your head. Follow me and move your elbows. Good job, you guys. It is really hard to lead a follow me game while I'm sitting down and while I'm not with you. But if you have siblings or parents at home, you guys can play a follow me game at home. It's very, very simple. You just do what the other person is doing. I encourage you to do it, and as you're doing it, you can say the words of our verse, which are, "Follow me," Jesus said, "and I will make you fishers of people." All right, guys, let's go ahead and pray for the day. Dear Lord, I thank you so much for the boys and girls that are watching this. I thank you that they love you and that they just want to learn more and more about you. God, I cannot wait for the day till we can be together and we can do our games, we can sing our songs in person. Lord, I thank you for their love for you, and I just pray that you will help us all to be fishers of men, just like you called your disciples to be. In your name, amen. All right, guys, I hope you guys had a fantastic breakfast. I'm going to finish eating my cereal here, but I will hopefully see you again next week. Bye.